Last we left off, you guys set off to find the Wave Echo Cave. You had the directions, you had the map, all you had to do was get there. You guys found an entrance in the side of a cave. In doing so, you came upon a dwarven camp, which looked like to be the Rockseeker brothers' camp here, one of them being dead. But on him were some boots that you guys were able to find. That ended up giving you guys, one of you, I think Judd, you picked it up, right? Gave you some. It's Andrew that's doing that, or no, it's Lucas. Yeah, boots of jumping and striding. Lucas, I think your headset is causing a little bit of feedback. I don't know if I'm just hearing that or if everyone else can. A little bit of static when I talk. He's keying up whenever I talk. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, it's definitely him. Um, yep. So once you guys made your way through the little cave or little cavern down there, you use the right is always right approach, and you guys headed through the little cavern. Upon entering what looked like to be the old entrance to this cave and to this forge, you were bombarded by a horde of sturges. You were able to dispatch them easily enough. You headed south, continuing with the right is always right motif, and heading into the right door if you're coming in, if you're facing south. You found a room that looked to be an old barracks that was in disarray, bones scattered all over the floor, and upon inspection, the bones started to come to life, whirl to life, and attacked you immediately. You're able to dispatch them. You guys headed back up, and once again, heading over to the right, found a field of fungus, a forest of fungi. Judd, on contact with the carpet of spores, became poisoned as he inhaled the toxic fumes. Everyone else was able to jump over the carpet of spores, not triggering the cloud, and making your way up north. Once you got into the room up north, uh, Doggled and Raleigh were able to feel an arcane energy emanating from the north. Instead of hitting up the door to the right in this room, you guys kept going north up the stairs to the epicenter of this magical force. Opening the door, you found a creature standing in the corner, seemed to be guarding a workshop with items on a table behind him. In the center of this room was a green brazier, meant to be, or soon to be known as the Forge of Spells. So this was this is where the magic items were made back in the day. Yes, this is where the magic happens. The creature, you guys were able to talk your way out of being attacked by him as you were just passing through. He allowed you to pass through the door up to the north. You guys did, finding out that this was just a big circle. You guys decided you couldn't leave those items behind him behind. You guys wanted those items, so ignoring his last instruction upon leaving or die, you guys burst back into the room. His eye stalk started to charge up, and he attacked you. So let us go ahead and start this session by rolling initiative. All right, let us see what Raleigh rolls. He got a 17 on the die, so for a 20 total. Um, that would be So Rally. That's the new show on Disney Channel. That's So Rally. Roll for the creature. Yeah. All right. The creature is going to get an attack first because you guys, or he got the kind of not the jump on you, but um, he was already charging up his attack. So as his two of his stocks start to charge up, I need Zith and Doggled to go ahead. Actually, sorry, Zith, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Doggled, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw. All right, uh, Doggled, you as his one of his stalks light up a bright green, and a beam shoots directly at you. You feel a wave of confusion pour over you. So on your turn, you cannot move, and you must use your action to make a melee or ranged attack against a randomly determined creature within range. Zith, a purple ray, charges up and shoots towards you. It hits you, but you shake off any of the effects that happen. There was a moment there where it felt like you weren't going to be able to move at all, but you were able to shake it off with the power of your deity, and you are not affected by this ray. All right, we're going to go ahead and start at the top. O line, you are up first. Okay. A 19 will hit. All right. Sorry, give me 1 second. For 9 points of damage. All right, cool. Raleigh is up next. Raleigh is going to take out his crossbows and he's going to attempt to shoot twice at this creature. He will. His. Uh, no, because your shield does not have any damage. It would be considered an unarmed strike, essentially. I mean, you can try it if you want to, but. Okay. Um, okay. All right. First hand crossbow from Raleigh will hit. The second one will hit as well because he's got incredible. What's it called? Yeah. Yep. So both shots for a total of 13 damage on this creature. Let me make sure I've got that. Okay, cool. Duke, you are up next. Yes. Let me read. Let me pull that up real quick just so I can read it 100% for you. Duke Wellington. Tread Ambusher. So you add your Wisdom modifier to initiative rolls, which is already done. At the start of your first turn, you're okay. So you get an extra 10 feet of movement if you want. If you take the attack action, you can make one additional weapon attack that deals an extra 1d8 damage of the weapon's damage type on hit. So you get to yeah, you would shoot your longbow and then you get to shoot it again. So you roll again, and if you hit, you do your damage plus an extra 1d8. If that second one hits. Okay. A 13 will not hit, unfortunately. This is, yeah, so this would be your Dread Ambusher attack. Well, first roll your yeah, 1d20 plus 8. Yep. That one will hit. So now you can roll your damage. So you're essentially going to roll 2d8 plus 4. All right, so for 9 points of damage. Cool. All right, Sith. Okay. Okay. A 15 will hit. All right, 6 points of damage. Nice. All right. Anything else? Okay. It is now its turn. It's the other two eye stalks now light up. So you have a sorry, I made my notes wrong. Yep. So I have the certain like colors and what they do. So I was writing it down. So the blue eye stalk and a red one now light up. The blue eye stalk, I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6 to see who it's going to aim at. O-line is actually, you guys, that's fine. Judd, you are getting hit with the blue ray. It lights up and shoots straight at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. All right. The blue ray hits you, and immediately this wave of fear comes across you, and you are now considered frightened for 1 minute. Um, so you cannot, yeah, you cannot move towards it. You don't have to run away, but you cannot move towards the creature. You can look up the actual condition. You should go ahead and look that up. You can make your saving throw at the end of each of your turns with disadvantage if the creature you're fighting is visible to you. So if you go run and hide behind something or run out the door, you'll have regular roll on your saving throw against it. All right. Now the red ray lights up, charges up, and fires at uh, Duke. That's who it is. Duke, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Uh, the confusion. I don't know. I don't think it's an actual condition. It might. There might be a confusion spell. I mean, I can screenshot and send it to you if you want. Okay. Oh, got it. Uh, that was that 13. Is that your saving throw, Chris? Okay, cool. Um, this red ray hits you, and you were able to stave off some of the damage, but you are still going to take 7 points of necrotic damage. Doggled, you are up. You have to, yeah, you use your action to make a melee or ranged attack against a randomly determined creature within range, including your enemy. So there are 6 people. One, two, three, four. So just roll a d6 and tell me what you roll. Okay. Um, well, no, you can't. Um, or it can't. So it because it what your dagger has a 20 foot, but it also has a 60 foot at disadvantage. It's got it like that's what the slash is. Yeah. So you have a 60 foot range at disadvantage. So you have to attack. Okay. Hits O line. So yeah, he's within 20 feet. So you're gonna hit regular. Okay. Cool. You can go ahead and remove the dagger from your inventory, or you do not have the dagger. All right. You are at. Is that the end of your turn? Oh, you can't move, so that's that. Okay. All right. You are no. The confusion is no longer affecting you at the end of your turn. All right, Judd. You are feared. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. That'll do it. You are no longer feared. Either way. That is the end of your turn, though. Okay. Cool. All right. O line. Do it. 18. 18 will hit. Okay. 7 points of damage. All right. Raleigh's up again. Once again, he does what he does best. He's going to two-hand crossbows. Pew pew. Both of them will hit for 8 points of damage combined. Yeah. He's here. It's on. You got to reconnect if you can't see him. All right, Duke. You don't have Dread Ambusher anymore. Okay, it's only on the first turn. Yeah, just so you're aware. Yep, cool. You roll an additional damage die. 23 will hit. Now he can. 9 points of damage. All right, good. All right. With that shot, he's not here. He's starting to look a little bit weaker. You got anything else? Yeah, that's true. You don't. All right, Sith. Yeah, Sith, you're up. Nice. Where does the +4 come from? Just so I know. It that's 2 plus the spells level, right? Okay, got it. And it was level 2. Perfect. All right, good. Good job in remembering that. Good work. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's because it's not prevalent on the sheet, which it is confirmed they are working on. So, all right. Anything else, Sith? All right. It is the creature's turn once again. So first, we're going to see which of the eye stalks light up on its first beam. It is going to be the red one. Now we're going to find out who it's going to attack. Judd is not here, so that takes him out of the running for it. So there are 5 juicy targets. And Raleigh is the beneficiary of the red ray. So Raleigh's going to make a Constitution saving throw. He rolls a 10, which is not good enough. So he now is going to take a grand total of oof. Yeah, that's yeah. You did. Hey, he takes 19 points of necrotic damage as the red ray hits him straight in the chest. Yep. The second ray is going to be the blue ray. and it is going to target a random person, Duke. Duke, I need you to make a wisdom. No, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Oof. That won't do it. You now, just like Judd, have a wave of fear rush over you as you are deathly afraid of this creature. And unlike Judd, you are unable to run out of the door because you cannot move towards the object of your fear. So you are feared for 1 minute, but you can use the saving throw. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turn. And unless you can break line of sight with him somehow, it is with disadvantage. Yeah, right. Doggle, you are up next. Okay. Okay. Is that a saving throw, or do you have to roll to hit? Okay. Oof. That is unfortunate. Okay. So as your chromatic orb shoots towards him, you see it stop just as it gets to him, just as it arrives right in front of him, and he redirects it to a random target. Uh, no, it's back at Doggled. So now, let's see how this works. So the spell targets the chosen creature instead of if this if the spell was an attack, the attack roll is re-rolled against the chosen creature. So now I have to roll, or you. I guess I have to roll against it. It doesn't say. Okay, so it uses that's an intelligence spell, right? I just got to figure out which modifier I got to use for him. 13. Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage for Chromatic Orb with lightning. All right, Doggled. As he bats the Chromatic Orb back at you, you just with your own spell getting hit directly in your chest, take 15 points of lightning damage. On a scale of 1 to 100, blah 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 blah. Judd, you're up. You just saw through the door Doggled get hit by a giant orb of lightning. Okay? Absolutely. Okay. All right, let's do it. Yeah, okay, so let's roll the hit first. 21 will do it. Nine points of damage. Great. All right. That'll do it. All right. 4 points of damage. Yep. Almost. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can't tell you that. He is floating in the air, yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So as your kick lands, it's almost like a teep. You just bring your leg forward and kick it straight in the side of the head, and it goes straight into O line. Um, O-line, go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me. Perfect. So this creature hits you and knocks into you. You're able to stand your ground though, as it's stumbling, it's floating, but as it hits you and reels and kind of shakes off what just happened to it. You said it's unable to take reactions. Okay, cool. O line, as this creature hits you and reels back, you are up. Okay, it failed. You're good. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Unfortunately, the unsheathing your great sword caught a little bit on your scabbard as you're able to hit it, or he's able to dodge out of the way of the slower attack than normal coming out of you. Okay, do it. Oh, all right. All right. Unfortunately, Zith is the only one in range for that. So Zith, please make a dexterity saving throw as Oline's great sword is coming straight towards you. Ooh, that was close. All right, I saw it wasn't 18 for a minute. All right, Oline, your sword accidentally, of no fault of your own, hits Zith as she's unable to duck out of the way. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, Zith. 15 points of damage as your ally hits you with this sword. All right. Raleigh, he's going to do what he does. He's going to do his two hand crossbows. Um, one will miss, one will hit. So I should have done that differently. Okay, so the first one misses, so that's going to be his main hand. His offhand is the one that hits. So he does 2 points of damage with that, and then he is going to burn his action surge to fire with his main hand weapon again, and that one will miss. So that's unfortunate. All right, Duke, you are feared currently. So let me tell you what fear does. Um, So you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear. So you can move to the left and to the right. You can kind of skirt around to the corner over here, but you won't be able to. I mean that's kind of where it's at. Well, yeah, you wouldn't be able to move forward. How tall are you, Doggle? Okay. Um, Yeah, I'll go ahead, since he moved in front of it, I'll go ahead and I'll give you the regular roll. So you can go ahead and just roll your normal saving throw. You don't have disadvantage. So just a wisdom save. Yep. 5 will not do it. You are still feared. And this lasts for 1 minute, and in every round in combat is 6 seconds, so it's technically 10 rounds that you are feared for. Thank you. This is round 2, yes. All right, Sith, you're up. Okay. Is that the one? Is that the one that only lets him go to at least half? Okay. Yep. Raleigh would only be able to take a maximum of 5. Duke can take 4. No, not a spell slot, but it is your channel divinity that you only get once per day. Five. So you're at 9. Okay, so you're at 13. You got 7 left to spend. Duke can take 4. You know, I mean, if you can't use them, you can't use them. I mean, that's fine. Okay. All right. Good heals. Okay. Do you have a bonus action you want to use? Okay. Um. Okay. Cool. It is now its turn again. The blue ray charges up and fires at Duke. Duke, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. At doesn't matter. All right. So on top of being feared, you are also confused. So now on your next turn, you cannot move. Well, you can't move closer, but you have to use your action to attack a random creature. The second ray is going to be the blue ray. I'm just rolling these at random, so that's kind of where that's at. And the target is Judd. Judd, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. So, because you've been hit by this thing once before, you know what to expect. And as it hits you, you feel that same sense of fear rise up inside of you, but you were able to quell it as it disseminates across your monk body, your zenness, and it washes away. Doggled, you are now up. Judd, real quick, how long did the not take reactions thing last? Perfect. Okay, good. All right, Doggled, you're up. All right, do it. Oh God. Okay. So this time the creature does not bat it to a random creature. Your aim is just that like you're still reeling from the effects from the last one, as your aim is just off. So um, you're shooting it forward, so it's going to be either Judd, O-line, or Ziff taking this damage. It could be if we weren't doing it this way. So I'm rolling a D3, and we will see what happens and who has to make their throw. It is O-line has to make the dexterity saving throw. A lot of randomness in this fight. I kind of like it. Yeah. 12 is good. You were able to O-line is able to jump out of the way as the lightning orb zips past him and hits the wall behind you. All right, you have your movement and your bonus. Okay. Okay. All right. Judd. All right. 15 will do it. All right. – 21 that will hit. Yep. 6 points of damage. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. O-line, you're up. Do it. Let's see if you can hit him this time. Oh my God. All right. Yeah. All right. Sit. Roll a dexterity saving throw, please. As once again, 2 times in a row, your ally's great sword swings towards you. It's almost like you're getting some sort of vibe that he's not actually on your side. All right. You were unable to dodge out of the way. It caught you by surprise yet again as you take 12 points of slashing damage. All right. Raleigh is up now. He is going to crossbow. First attack, misses. Second attack, misses. Both of his attacks miss. That's unfortunate for him. Duke, you are feared, so you cannot move towards it, but you are also confused. So you must use your action to make an attack against a random creature. So there are 4 creatures in here. All of your friends count as creatures. So I can roll the d4 or you can roll the d4. All right, tell me what you roll. All right. Raleigh is going to get the brunt of this attack. So you shoot him in the back with your longbow. Go ahead and roll attack. Oh, all right. In your confusion. Oh God. All right. So you don't have. Oh yeah. Um. You can roll one additional die. So I'm gonna, since you're confused, I say we randomize it. Go ahead and roll another d4. Evens are gonna be that you do use it. Odds is that you don't. All right, you use it. Okay. Okay, so please roll 3d8 plus 4. All right, 16 points. That takes Raleigh down to 0. He is now unconscious as his own teammate shoots an arrow straight into his back. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw to get rid of your fear. Your fear still lasts, but you are no longer confused. So just in case you didn't know, fear doesn't mean you cannot shoot or you cannot attack. Fear just uh it doesn't say oh wait, yes, I believe we did say that it did have no, the frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Okay. Sith. So spare the dying will make it so he doesn't have to roll saving throws. If you heal him, he's gonna be back in the fight. If you stabilize him, he's still unconscious, but and he still requires healing, but he doesn't have to make death saving throws. Is that the touch one? Okay, so you are going to get an opportunity attack against you. Okay, so as you run away, he's going to, with his gaping mouth, he's going to attempt to bite you, and he will miss. So you're good. Yeah. More importantly, the Goliath. Yeah. No, potion is an action. Nice. Okay, and then that's plus your 4, right? Or plus 3. So 11. Okay. you see as you lay your hands on him, as the radiant energy flows from your palms, you just see his eyes light up and his mouth just gasps open. His eyes open right up, just bright eyed, and he is back alive. He coughs a little bit of blood, um, pulls the arrow out of his ass, and he is thoroughly confused, but he is alive. Okay, it is the creature's turn. He is not looking great, by the way. Um, yeah. Um, okay, so the first ray is going to be the confusion ray again. The target is going to be Duke. Duke, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. I'm sorry, dude. I'm rolling dice. I mean, I'll roll them here. I'm gonna roll them in here from now on, so you guys can see what it is. 12. You are fine with that. So, because you have been hit with this one before, you know what to expect, and so it is a little bit easier for you to shrug off the effects, as you are still feared, but you are not confused. The second attack, or the second ray, is going to be uh, the blue ray, and the target. So the way I'm doing this, O line you're 1, Zith you're 2, Raleigh's 3, Duke is 4. Just based on your guys' arrangement. If you guys move around different way, the numbers would be different. So the target is Raleigh. So Raleigh needs to make a wisdom saving throw. His wisdom save is +1. So we'll do a d20 +1. That didn't do it. Okay. Can you guys see these? Okay. Okay. I wonder if that's just because of my color. Let me change my color here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna roll a random one. Can you see the die? Okay. Cool. Got it. Okay. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah. I figured it'd be smart enough to say if it was black, change it to white. But I guess D&D Beyond is the only thing smart like that. Okay. So Raleigh is now hit with the Blu-ray. So he is just like Duke. He is feared. Doggled. Wait, hold on. What the hell is that? Okay. What is he? What does he have to do? Okay. Um. Well, let's see if he does. So, let's see. Advanced dice roller. We'll do this. Well, that you know of. Um. Okay. He fails the save. Okay. Go ahead and do it. 11 points. All right. Um. That stream of fire hits him directly in the center of the face, and he is not looking good at all. It's like he's barely up there. But he is still floating. Yep, he is still floating. Judd, can you bring us home? Oh, you guys can see that? Oh, okay. Uh huh. All right. All right, critical hit. All right, roll your spear damage, please. You double the you roll an extra die. So it'd be 2d8 plus 3. All right. How do you want to do this? All right. So you thrust your spear into this thing's eye, and you just hear a gush as like this juice just explodes from the center of the eyeball around your spear. This thing screeches an ungodly, deep but high screech at the same time, and its stalks just start to flail around as it falls down and hits the floor, dead. Okay. All right. Raleigh gets up and he turns to Duke and says, "What the hell was that?" Uh huh. All right. What do you guys want to do? All right. You look and you see a mace sitting on the bench behind him, and unlike everything else, this one is free of dust as it glows a little bit. Um, the head of the mace is shaped like a sunburst and made of solid brass. This weapon glows bright as a torch when its wielder commands, while glowing. Uh, you're a mage. You can just roll a quick Arcana check for me. Just a token Arcana check. I mean, why not? Okay, so this thing is, just by putting your hand against it, you can sense that this thing has a name called Lightbringer. It is a +1 mace made for a cleric of Lathander, who is the god of dawn. While the torch is glowing, the mace deals an extra 1d6 damage to undead creatures. Okay. So what I'm going to do, now I'm are you going to keep your old mace, or I imagine you just grab it and you look at your other mace and you just throw your other mace on the ground. Okay, cool. What I'm going to do then, I'll go ahead and I'll mess with the equipment real quick, just so um, we can get that in your inventory. We can add that. I will make it active. I will remove the mace from your inventory. Now, if you refresh your page, you should see now that you have Lightbringer as your mace attack. Yep, yep. The wizard who is identifying the magic items. If you guys want to take a quick 5 minute break, we can do that. Let's go ahead and, if you need to go pee, go get a drink, do whatever. Yes, so that is to hit because it's a +1 weapon. You get a +1 to hit. You also get a +1 to damage as well. So that's why it's +2 instead of +1. And just remember, if you're fighting undead creatures, you do an additional d6 of damage. Yep, that is a very, very cool, very good cleric weapon. All right, there is a breastplate. This breastplate has a gold dragon motif worked into the design, created for a human hero of Neverwinter named Turgon. It's a +1 breastplate, and get this. It grants its wearer advantage on saving throws against the breath weapons of creatures that have the dragon type. If only a certain someone had that a little while ago. Mm-hmm. Yep. When I laughed when I read that. I was like, oh no. It is a breastplate. If you look in the equipment list, if you search for Dragon Guard, you should find it. So if you add items, let's just look for Dragon Guard. It is medium armor because it's just a breastplate. Yeah, Raleigh could wear it. Duke, I don't know. Duke is proficient in medium armor, so he can wear it. Everybody except Doggled, I think, can wear it. Well, maybe not Judd. I don't know if Judd is proficient in medium armor. You can look on the bottom left. It'll tell you. You, yeah, that's right. So, uh, you mean Duke? That's up to y'all. I mean, I think Dewey should get a say in it as well. Um, so you guys can hold on to it right now, and you guys can figure it out tomorrow at work. Okay, cool. Um, there's just the brazier in the middle of the room, the green brazier. I would allow where you're at right now. I mean, you guys can try to take a long rest. I mean, it's been so your travel time plus here. It's probably been about 8 hours through everything that you guys have done through the day because you pretty much woke up, talked to everybody, and then came here. Um, but it did take you a few hours to get here. Plus, what you've done, it's probably been about 6-ish hours. So I wouldn't say a long rest right now. You can take a short rest for sure. Okay. So if you guys want to do that, you have the opportunity to use hit dice. So if you click on the short rest button at the top, you'll see a menu on the right pop up where it says your cleric and then what your hit dice are and your total number of them. So this during a short rest, you can roll up to however many you have. I believe it's 4. Yeah, so you can roll 1d8 plus 2 a total of 4 times, and that's how much health you get back. And you and however many you are going to roll, make sure you check the box down there of however many you're going to use. Okay. Raleigh is going to use one of his hit dice, so he's going to roll 1d10. I'll put it in here. 1d10. That's weird. It shows 7 on the screen, but 5 in the chat. Oh, there's fine. Okay. Okay. So Raleigh is going to get 5 health back. He's going to use one more since that happened. All right. So for another 7. Okay. Perfect. You should also get your action surge back. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot about second wind. What is second wind? 1d10 plus 4. Okay, I'm not. I'll save that, I guess. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna do that because that's shitty. We're gonna do this. I'm just gonna add 4 to him. So I already rolled the d10, and he gets his action surge back anyway, or his um, second win anyway. So Raleigh's pretty much maxed. Cool. All right, everything should be good here. Yeah, yeah. You already know what it is. Doggle did an Arcana check on it already. So, Doggle, now that you have more time to actually sit and inspect it, you already know what it is, kind of how it works and whatnot. But um, the magic of this brazier is a source of the magic that's that surrounds the surrounding caverns. This magic has waned over the years to the extent that it can no longer be harnessed to permanently enchant magic items. However, any non magical weapon or armor bathed in the green flame for at least 1 minute becomes a +1 weapon or +1 armor, respectively, for 1d12 hours. Okay? Okay? Now, for everyone that you guys are going to do, we're going to do this separately. So, um, Judd, you're putting your spear in there? Okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a d12 for me. This is how long it's going to be a +1. There is not, so we just kind of got to go by it. So you got 4 hours. Um, that's turn order. So we'll gauge. Just remember that. So on your character sheet, on your spear, if you click on your spear, there's a customize button on the top right, and you should be able to. Let me see if I can do this. So to hit bonus, this is what you want. To hit bonus and damage bonus, make both of those 1. And then that's your +1. We got to remember though to take that off when we have 4 hours. Yeah, you can put a note that is for 4 hours. Armor as well, yes. You also do not have armor. Oh, line. Okay. So for armor class, you can customize. You can additional magic bonus. You can do a +1 there. Click on armor class, not on your armor. Yep. Additional magic bonus, and then for the source name, just put Forge of Spells. And you can go ahead and roll a d12 as well. See how long. Okay, we'll do a roll for each one of them. So this is for the armor. Okay, so the armor is 12 hours. So let's go ahead and do the weapon. Weapon is 12 as well. All right, cool. So now you roll max. So your weapon and your armor is now +1 for the next 12 hours. Zith, were you gonna do anything with your armor, or you already have your weapon? So I guess, well, because you're wielding a shield, right? You are, yes. I was. So what I was thinking is, if you weren't wielding the shield, you have your other mace. You could pick back up, and you can make that a +1. But you can make your shield a +1 as well, so you can be tankier. Roll a d12. So you're doing your shield, right? Okay. You can do your armor as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and do your shield first. So 4 hours, your shield is now a +1 shield. So what you can do, um, well, let's hold off because we're doing your armor as well. So go ahead and roll your armor as well. Let's see. Wait, override. So that's 6 hours. Okay, cool. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on armor class and then click on customize. Yep, of course. So not your shield, not the actual item. You're gonna click on armor class in the top of your page. Okay, click on that, and then you're gonna click on customize. And then additional magic bonus, bump that up to 2. Since you have your shield and your armor. Okay, O-line, you get 6 hours on your shield. That's fine. Yep. That works. Nice. Okay, and then Raleigh is going to do all of his stuff as well. So he's got his both of his short swords, both of his crossbows, and his chainmail. So let me do his. I should have been doing this the entire time while you guys were doing your stuff. Hand crossbow, customize 1, 1. Okay. And then short sword, customize 1. Okay. All right. So Raleigh is done with all of his as well. So, and I'll go ahead and roll a d12 for all of his stuff. Let's see. Advanced dice roller. We're gonna roll 5 d4s +0. Not d4s. What the hell am I doing? What am I doing? 5d12 +0. Rolling the dice. Rolling the dice. We broke it. They are. Okay, so 2 hours on his offhand scimitar or short sword. Pretty much, you guys are gonna have your magic items for the rest of this dungeon. Your magic enhancements. The only thing that would have sucked is if we rolled a 1 on one of them, and then we would have had to mess with them. But all right. So yeah, you remember these doors? They're cracked and busted. So, but they're shut. To open them, there's not going to be a way you're going to peek these doors. You're going to have to if you're trying to open them, you're going to have to strength check to open these doors. All right. You as you uh pull open these doors, you see the melted hinges on the side creak and break as you're able to pull the door. No. So, yeah, Owlbear, brah, roll initiative. Dynamic lighting. We'll move this one here. All right. Dust, ash, walls blackened by fire, and heaps of debris beneath the sagging ceiling show that this room was damaged by a destructive blast. The furnishings, tables, chairs, bookshelves, beds are charred or splintered, but otherwise well preserved. A scorched iron chest stands near the foot of one of the beds. The chest? Um, okay, go ahead and roll your attack. Raleigh's gonna stand here in the doorway. It's at the foot of this. Actually, sorry, it's at the foot of this bed up here. Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. It's gonna be super. Oh my god! All right, the one thing you could have rolled to miss this, you did. So, there's nothing else. You basically you. What are you doing? Okay, okay. So after no, a disregard or you're firing. You rolled the dice, son. Okay, all right, all right. So you shoot your firebolt, and with the intention of hitting the chest at the foot of the bed, you miss and you hit the bed, and the bed erupts in flames. Okay, you do see that there is whatever blast busted this room. You can see that it broke the lock that's on top of it. Um, so it is the lock is hanging there, so it is unlocked, but it is still in the latch, like a padlock. You know how it's still in there, but it's broken. That's where you're at. You can for sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation for me. All right. No, you peek around it and you can't see or feel any sort of traps on this chest. Okay. You pop the lock off, and as you lift the lid of the chest, behind you, you feel a cold, almost gust of wind pop up as this wraith appears behind you. He looks at all of you and he says, "Who are you to disturb my treasure?" Your presence is offensive to me. Your life forfeit. My treasures are mine alone, not yours to plunder. You can. How are you? How are you going to try to reason with this wraith? So, real quick, when you say that, you by looking at this chest, it does contain 1,100 copper pieces, 160 silver, 50 electrum, 3 diamonds, and a wooden pipe adorned with platinum filigree. he looks at you and he says, "It doesn't matter that I can't do anything with it. The fact is that it's mine. I amassed it in life. It is mine, my own. You have no right to it." He's speaking to you in common. Yeah, yeah. He, Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me. That's a 12 plus a -1. What's that? Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, so you say that, and he says, "There are only three ways that you leave this room. One is if you add to my hoard and I deem it worthy. Two, you die. Three, you help me with one thing." You can do an. I I am in control of the undead here, and I have tried to assail the rest of this cave. But there is one creature that has fought me over and over and over. The Forge of Spells holds great magic items that I would like, and the creature guarding them must be slain. If you slay this creature, it will allow me to enter the forge and pilfer anything remaining. It is in the forge is of no concern to you. Then you will face my wrath as well. And he will turn to attack. Let us roll initiative. All right. I don't know where these started. So, Judd, what'd you get? Zith, what'd you get? Or O-line? Doggled. Raleigh rolled a 19. Duke. Judd. All right. Raleigh is up first. He peeks in. He's got. Let's see. He can see, right? He can see him. All right. He's gonna go crossbow against this creature. Let me make sure. All right. Cool. Where's the d20s? All right. First attack with the crossbow. What is his AC? He will hit. Second attack with the crossbow will also hit. So both attacks hit. So that's going to be. Oh, that's right. His offhand gets the +1 as well. Okay. So it's going to be 2d6 plus 5. 6, 11. Unfortunately, that is not enough to kill him. But he sees these crossbows and he kind of smirks a little bit. But as the bolts hit him, he is shocked that he is feeling as much damage as he is. The fact that he normally, by normal weapons, would not be damaged as much as he was by these two crossbow bolts. And he looks at Raleigh and he says, his eyes widen. He says, "You have harnessed the magic. No, I will destroy you." O-line, you're up. Where are you? Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. All right. Do it. That will hit. Yeah. 13 points of damage. Again, you as well. He suffers the regular amount of damage, and again, it's just he's yelling at you. He's like, "No, the magic was mine. No, Duke." Do it. 18 will hit. All right, cool. All of you, no. Zith. Oh, sorry, Duke. Did you want to do anything else? Okay. No daggers, no bonus. All right, cool. Zith. All right. 16 will hit. So now what I need you to do is I need you to roll the radiant damage separate from your regular damage. So it's 1d6 plus 2. So roll that first. So so 1d6 is for your regular mace damage, and then you roll an extra d6 that's radiant damage. I need that separate. Okay, so 4 points of damage with your regular. Now go ahead and roll your radiant damage. All right. Lightbringer, first time using it, still getting used to the radiant damage portion of it, but you are able to connect and do regular mace damage and just a little bit of radiant damage, but he still feels the sting of that radiant damage. It burns him just a little bit as it cuts him across the face. It is now his turn. This is a melee, so do this. All right. After being hit with this radiant damage, he turns to use it, and he reaches out his hand, and a dark green energy starts to emanate from him as it starts to make contact with you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Sorry, real quick. What's your AC now? Your AC is 20? I gotta refresh your page because I read that wrong. So, okay, never mind. You do not need to make that saving throw. Um, you are fine. So what he reaches out to touch you with this necrotic green energy, and the light emanating from your radiance is enough to stave it back as his attack fizzles out. Doggled. Okay. I think you'd have these macroed by now. Yeah. All right. 25 will hit. Okay. He makes the saving throw. Okay. What kind of damage is this? So it's cold damage. Okay. Go ahead. Okay. So you shoot your ice knife at him, and his the knife hits him. Um, but this shot does not do as much damage as you think it would. He looks back at you and he says, "Not all magic is effective against me, wizard." Judd. 15 will hit. All right. How do you want to do this? Okay. Okay. Cool. So your spear enters his back, and Oline, you see in front of you a protruding spearhead that's glowing a little bit appear out of his chest as this wraith, his eyes just start to shoot beams of dark energy out. His mouth shoots beams of dark energy out as his head lifts up, his arms back, and he just lets out a screech, like a large no, and he just bursts into this radiant light as his form dissipates and explodes, and the calmness starts to settle in the room as you guys are now out of combat. Well, I mean, you kind of killed him. You've come across the undead, like the skeletons that attacked you. The chest contained 1,100 copper, 160 silver, 50 electrum, 3 diamonds that are worth 100 gold pieces each. That's fine. And a wooden pipe adorned with platinum filigree. There are bookshelves, tables, chairs. It's not on the map, but there are some bookshelves in the room. Go ahead and roll investigation. Okay. Most of these books are just are magical history books. Nothing emanating magic. There is one of the books though that does have a map sewn into the cover. Um, and I'm assuming Doggled, you're the one who's looking at all this. Okay. So Doggled, as you're discerning this map, you're aware of the greater Forgotten Realms, and on this map, you can see that there's it's a greater map of the Sword Coast. It seems to lead towards the city of Waterdeep, and on the side next to it, written in a language that it's an arcane language that you understand. Um, it says the Yawning Portal and Hallister Blackcloak. Okay. As I mean, you can just put map to Waterdeep, or there's no like equipment. It's just a map. That is a door. Let me see. Okay, so do you want to open the door? Okay, this one doesn't seem to be as broken, so you're good to go ahead and just open it. It's kind of cracked a little bit. Inside, this looked like it to be a guest house for visiting wizards working in the forge. Um, so the furnishings in here are kind of all human proportion, beds, chairs, whatnot. And there's not a lot in here. It's just a little guest house. Okay, hold on. So each square that you're at, like that you're in, like each little, so there's two different squares. So your token takes up a 5 foot square. So each one of these larger, darker gray squares, there's 10 feet. All right. So throughout this cavern, you guys were able to hear just a booming sound of waves crashing upon rocks. And it seems to be that you have found the source of these in this room. So a narrow ledge overlooks a large cavern that houses a surging, seething body of water. The rhythmic booming heard throughout the mines is louder here. At regular intervals, a fresh surge of water funnels into this chamber and slams against the wall just before the ledge. The echo suggests that this cave might be one arm of a much larger cavern to the northeast. uh, so that seems to be a dead end. I need you guys to make stealth checks, all of you, please. Okay. Raleigh rolled an 15. So 8 for O line, 8's the lowest. Okay. As you guys approach this, you see, I'll tell you what you see down there. Um, so this passageway is barely 4 feet high and is obstructed by rounding boulders and pebbles. There might have been a stream bed at one point, though no water flows through here. You see down below, a wide rift fills the eastern half of this cavern. A stream pours out of the west wall, which is over here. Then tumbles down into the rift and flows out again to the north. Several ropes are secured to iron stakes along the western edge of the rift, leading down the chasm floor. You can see that there are a couple bugbears down there from what you can see right now. Let me see who all. Yeah. So you can see that there, from where you're at right now, you guys can see 2 bugbears. As you guys are approaching through here, O-Line with his big Goliath body, trying to fit through this cavern, scrapes one of the walls as rocks start to fall down, making noise, alerting the bugbears to something up there. They are alert, so I would say at this point a surprise is impossible. They are aware that something is there, so you guys would not be able to get a surprise round on them if you were to jump on them and attack. The cliff is 20 feet down. Raleigh says, there. I know we were going right, but there were other ways back where we started. Okay. We'll take you guys. You guys are all heading back to the kind of the main entrance area. I'm gonna stop you guys before the fungal cavern. Everybody had the ability to jump across, right? Okay. Judd, I'm including you. You just didn't the first time. So, You guys can all go ahead and make your way across the fungal carpets by jumping over them, running and jumping. You head back. We'll stop at the Sturge room because this is another room that had multiple pathways for you guys to go. Yep, go ahead and jump across. You're good. Keep going down the path. Raleigh and Duke have used their dexterous ways to scout ahead and make sure nothing has come across these areas. All right. You guys can go north or you can go west to go back towards the cave entrance where you guys came in from. So, real quick, right there. Um, so, Oline, the room that you're in, the eastern wall of this chamber is collapsed into a mass of rubble. To the north, a door stands ajar, leading to a good sized storeroom. I'll go ahead and open that up since it says it's ajar. Um, leading to a good sized storeroom. Dusty kegs are tucked neatly against the walls, all of them cracked and split open with age. This looks like the most secure place in this cave. Okay. Um, Now, for if you're going to long rest in here, your magic is most likely going to go away for those of you who rolled lower than an 8. Okay. So if that's what you guys are doing, those of you who rolled lower than an 8 on your hours, you can go ahead and remove your magic. Um, Everyone else, just subtract 8 from your hours, and we'll go ahead and do your long rest here. And that's where we'll go ahead and stop for tonight.